Hello and welcome everyone. You are watching our weekly edition, The Week Wrap. This program has two key components, grand stories and agenda. The presenter of the program, I am Johannes Lijadem. But first, grand stories of the week. Amhara region President Arega Kebede said federal government projects are in good shape. Arega Kebede, President of Amhara Regional State, announced that the federal government projects being carried out in Gondar under the leadership of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed are in good shape. His Excellency, the regional president and other senior government officials monitor development projects being carried out by the federal government in the ancient and historical city of Gondar. The construction of Mega Dam, Emperor Fasil Castle repair, corridor development, Gondar Azazu asphalt concrete road construction were some of the projects monitored by the regional president Arega Kebede. He said that he witnessed that the dam project is being carried out at a fast pace. In the field monitoring programs, the regional president explored the repair work of Emperor Fasil Castle, and the purpose of his monitoring is to make sure the heritage repair work is to be accomplished swiftly so that it would continue to be a hub of tourist attraction. The renovation task is undergone under the initiative of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. President of Amhara Regional State Arega Kebede visited the corridor development work in Bahar Dar and encouraged workers. In addition to the regional president, other senior regional government officials monitored the corridor development project. The project is being implemented under strict supervision both day and night. The corridor development work is one of the principal areas of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's initiatives conducted in a bid to create clean and prosperous cities. Under the leadership of the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, the country is broadening the economic sector. This includes giving due attention to the service sector by making sure cities are comfortable for residents and conducive for business and creativity. Corridor development projects are a big part of this vision. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed inaugurated Bayona village built around Lake Beseka. Modomoliye has the details of this story.
The work of discovering Ethiopia's magic treasures across all corners of the country has continued under the masterminding leadership of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. From Halalakela to Chabara Churchura, from Gorgora to Beseka, the hidden beauty of Ethiopia is being revealed this way. These extraordinary natural treasures are now turned into luxurious international standard tourist destinations with due focus of the government as one element of the homegrown economic reform. The Beseka Benuna village is a surprise new addition to such tourism-oriented projects inaugurated so far. Lake Beseka is found in the Oromia region of central Ethiopia. It is located through the Great Rift Valley near the town of Amhara, about 200 kilometers southeast of the capital, Addis Ababa. It is on the shores of this lake that this iconic tourist village called Benuna village has been built. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed on the inaugural ceremony said that Benuna village stands as a testament to the belief that anything is possible.
Benuna village ይቻላልን ባይናችን ያየንበት.
Benuna village is where we have seen the true spirit of yes we can by our own eyes and touched the results with our own hands. This is a great lesson for our country that even through challenges we have the capacity to do such amazing things. This is a testament that change and prosperity comes out of the power of hope and determination.
ይቻላል መፈክር ሳይሆን ይቻላል ሞቶ ሳይሆን የሚታይ የሚጨበጥ ነገር መሆኑን በውል ትምህርት የቀሰምንበት ቦታ ስለሆነ.
Proximate to the Awash National Park, Benuna village is a unique getaway that has undergone remarkable transformation from a landscape of volcanic remnants into a peaceful and flourishing agro-tourism village. The village features state-of-the-art bedrooms, a lounge, a cinema hall, amusement facilities, spa and other significant services. The construction of the village combines traditional architecture with the modern, and it's a popular destination that has created more tourism potential for the area. The Premier said that apart from the entertainment facilities, the village also includes fruit cultivation and animal husbandry, where important lessons can be drawn to link agriculture with tourism destinations.
ከፍሩት አንጻር ፓፓያ፣ አቮካዶ
The cultivation of fruits like orange, papaya, mango as well as livestock and poultry developments can be carried out in this village. We will build on our efforts in the agro-tourism sector and continue showcasing Ethiopia to the world. We have turned this desert area into such a conducive farmland. The fact that we have succeeded in Baseka means there is nothing impossible for us.
በትብብር መንፈስ ይህንን በረሃ ገነት ማድረግ ተችሏል። ይህንን በረሃ ገነት ያደረገ እጅና አእምሮ መላው ኢትዮጵያን በዚህ መንገድ ገነት ለማድረግ መነሻ የሆነ ትምህርት እንደቀሰመ ምንም ጥርጥር የለውም።
The construction of the village has been carried out by the collaboration efforts of the governments of Ethiopia and the United Arab Emirates as well as the private sector. The Prime Minister announced on the occasion that the management of the village will be handed over to the Skylight Hotel brand.
The newly built Bayona village, inaugurated by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, has impressed visiting British ambassador and country director in Ethiopia. Modomuli has the details of this story.
Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed officially inaugurated Benuna village, a stunning tourism destination located on the shores of Lake Baseka in Ethiopia. The resort offers a unique blend of traditional Ethiopian architecture and modern amenities, providing visitors with a luxurious and authentic experience. World Bank Country Director for Eritrea, Ethiopia and South Sudan, Mariam Salim, and British Ambassador to Ethiopia, Darren Welch, are impressed by the scenery there.
It's fantastic. I mean, this is a really high-end, top-class resort in a fantastic location. The scenery here is absolutely stunning. It's so peaceful, listening to the water lapping here at the lakeside, and the quality of the resort is really top-notch, fantastic as well. So I'm really impressed by what I've seen here.
Ambassador Darren Welch praised Prime Minister Abiy's vision for the country.
It's very generous of the Prime Minister with the First Lady to invite ambassadors to come and view these resorts. It gives us a very strong impression of his vision for Ethiopia. So it's very clear to see he has got very big ideas for this country. He has a very clear sense of how he wants to see it develop, the direction he wants to take it in, and it's been really impressive to see that vision become reality here, both in Wenchi last year but here now in Benuna village. Really fantastic.
The new resort, a joint venture between Ethiopia and the United Arab Emirates and the private sector, is set to redefine luxury tourism in the country. World Bank Country Director Mariam Salim, for her part, expressed her amazement at the development of the area.
Oh, it's been amazing. I arrived Saturday afternoon, and it's been stunning. It's a gorgeous property. The fixtures, everything, the peacefulness. I would like to come back here with my family. It's just somewhere that it was you forget about everything. And you'd really enjoy yourself. And it was also amazing to see what it used to be when there was absolutely nothing. I saw the pictures, and what they were able to accomplish in terms of the development here is incredible. I think that somewhere like this, first you encourage people to come and have a place to relax.
Salim noted the potential for economic growth through tourism and agriculture in the region.
I also see that it's self-sustaining with all in the agriculture. We visited also the farms, so all the land and all you have on the fruits and the vegetables. I think this is very good for the economy and for the people here to get some income. They're doing incredible work here. I mean, in Ethiopia. What I'm really also looking forward to is some of the museums the new museums that are also being built in Addis, and so I think that I'll be visiting next week. So all of this is important in terms of people like to see issues of culture, get an understanding of the culture, and then the beautiful land. There's so much to see here. There's so much history. So that plays a very big part in tourism as well.
Russia's ambassador to Ethiopia, Evgeny Turkin, stated that Ethiopia's aspirations of securing access to seaport must be settled in a spirit of good neighborliness and dialogue. Burhan Workana has the details of this story.
Ambassador Turkin emphasized Russia's awareness of the challenges faced by countries like Ethiopia without access to direct maritime seaport. Given its geographical, historical, economic backgrounds, Ethiopia has initiated discussions to secure sea outlet based on the principle of mutual benefits and partnership that provide amicable opportunities to strengthen shared development.
Of course, we understand that absence of sea access is a very big problem for a state. I believe that this issue must be settled between the countries which are affected by this issue, between the neighbors, in the spirit of good neighborness.
In his recent parliamentary address, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed emphasized the nation's unwavering interest in accessing the Red Sea and pledged peaceful pursuit, consistently stressing Ethiopia's peaceful intentions in its pursuit of access to the Red Sea. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed underlined that we seek access to the Red Sea in a peaceful manner, as is fitting for a nation of our size and growing economy. When asked about Russia's view as long as Ethiopia pursues sea access peacefully, Ambassador Terhin said, furthermore, with the Horn of Africa offering more than 5,000 kilometers of coastline from Massawa to Mogadishu, Premier Abiy remarked on the vast opportunities for regional cooperation. He affirmed that Ethiopia seeks to negotiate agreements that advance shared prosperity and regional development, pointing to the potential for a stronger interconnected economic base in the region. More importantly, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed highlighted that in seeking access to the seaport, Ethiopia's agenda centers on economic growth and mutual benefit rather than confrontation with neighboring countries. Highlighting Ethiopia's prominent role in Africa, the ambassador described the country as a leader in Eastern Africa, especially within the IGAD region and the Horn of Africa. He further commended the significant contributions of the East African nation to regional stability.
Ethiopia is the leader in the Eastern Africa, especially in the region in the IGAD region and the region of Horn of Africa. And as I have already mentioned, there are a lot of reasons for this. We highly estimate Ethiopia's role in strengthening peace and security in this region, and we consider your country as, in fact, a nucleus of the regional security, because Ethiopia is playing the decisive role in establishing security here in this region.
Ambassador Terhin also praised the long-standing ties between Russia and Ethiopia, pointing to the recent meetings between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed during the Kazan 16th BRICS summit. He further highlighted the need to strengthen trade and economic ties to match the high level of political cooperation, noting our trade relationship has yet to reach the level of our political relationship. Russia recognizes Ethiopia's vast potential both in human resources and natural worlds, and the mutual respect shared between Ethiopian and Russian people.
Ethiopia is one of the leaders on the African continent and inside the African Union. We know that Addis Ababa, Ethiopia's capital, is not only Ethiopia's capital, but it is practically diplomatic capital of Africa. So there are many reasons to prioritize Ethiopia as the partner in economic and trade cooperation with our country.
Ministry of Agriculture disclosed that Ethiopia has launched the first ever shipment of refrigerated fruits and vegetables to European markets. Burhan Workana has the details of this story.
Vegfru, a private limited exporter and importer company, has officially launched shipments of sugar snap and monjut vegetable products to the Netherlands in the presence of Agriculture State Minister Sofia Kassa. Ethiopia is known for offering ideal climate conditions for the year-round cultivation of vegetables and fruit like mangoes, grapes and oranges. Speaking on the occasion, Managing Director and founder of Vegfru, Tsage Abebe, indicated that 12 tons of sugar snap and monjut vegetable products will be delivered to the port of Djibouti using a container equipped with new technology. The fresh produce was loaded at Qoqa and will be transported to Netherlands via the Ethio-Djibouti transport corridor within 23 days. It was learned this shipment is a milestone in the development of good logistics corridor for the export of fruit, vegetables and other perishables by sea freight via the port of Djibouti, noting that Ethiopia has not yet exploited its full potential in the sphere of fruits and vegetables production. Tsagay said, "We should continue to produce vegetables and fruits on a large scale and increase the export destination markets." He also stressed the need for maximizing the utilization of the sector and further investments in fruits and vegetable productions. According to the managing director, starting the transportation of vegetable products by ship is a great move to Ethiopia in order to penetrate the global market. He also urged for redoubling the ongoing efforts and expanding the product as well as presenting it to the marketers.
Minister of Finance Ahmed Shideh stated that significant strides have been made in Ethiopia's foreign exchange sector following the implementation of comprehensive macroeconomic reforms across various sectors. Burhan Workana has more on the story.
ወራቶች በአገራችን በተሟላ መልኩ መተግበር መጀመሩ ይታወቃል።
The minister provided an update on the progress of Ethiopia's comprehensive macroeconomic reform policy implementation, fiscal policy reform and other related issues. In a briefing to the media, Ahmed outlined the government's efforts to stabilize the economy and address key challenges including inflation, foreign exchange shortage and public debt.
ሌላኛው ከውጭ ምንዛሬ ግኝት አንጻር
One of the sectors that underwent macroeconomic reforms is the foreign economy sector, he recalled. Although there were many major reforms in this sector, allowing the foreign exchange rate to be determined by the market, improving the bank's foreign exchange management guidelines and granting licenses to non-bank foreign exchange offices were the main reform measures. Following the comprehensive macroeconomic reform, various positive results have been recorded, he said, noting that the official foreign exchange rate is being implemented in the market in a stable manner. Although some countries have seen large fluctuations in foreign exchange rates, but in our country, the daily index of foreign exchange rates is moving in a stable manner, the minister said, adding that this is the result of implementing a strict monetary policy. Additionally, the minister stated the gap between the official and parallel foreign exchange rates has been narrowed significantly. Before the reform, the difference between official and parallel foreign exchange was 95.7%, he pointed out, adding that the government has been able to bring it closer following the administrative and policy measures taken. However, some volatility remains with the exchange rate between September and October showing moderate fluctuations. Despite this, both the banking sector and the government are poised to introduce further adjustment to strengthen the exchange rate. Moreover, the minister elaborated that in the first 4 months of the fiscal year, all the commercial banks recorded a $3.3 billion in foreign currency earnings, showing an increase of 13.5% compared to the same period last year.
ከባለፈው ዓመት ጋር በሚነጻጸርበት ጊዜ በጣም ከፍተኛ የሆነ የሀገር ውስጥ ገቢ እድገት ነው ያለው።
He added, one of the primary drivers of this growth is the notable improvement in remittance, which have seen a 69% increase in September compared to the same period last year. The National Bank of Ethiopia has enhanced its foreign exchange reserves. The bank's foreign exchange reserve has increased by 152% since the end of the fiscal year. On the other hand, Ahmed elaborated that Ethiopia's economy is expected to grow by 8.4% in the 2017 Ethiopia's fiscal year, with the macroeconomic reform playing a key role in driving this growth.
ግብርና ምርቶች ኤክስፖርት በከፍተኛ ደረጃ ያደገበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው።
He pointed out that the positive results recorded in key sectors such as agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, construction, mining and the digital sector over the past 3 months provide strong evidence that the forecasted growth is achievable. Moreover, he revealed that the economic development of Ethiopia and a comprehensive macroeconomic reform is believed to create economic integration between the countries of the region.
It is time to proceed to the second key component of our edition, that is agenda.
Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, is also known as the political capital of Africa due to its political, historical, and diplomatic significance in the continent. The city is also headquarters of African Union and Economic Commission for Africa. All countries across the globe are also represented in the city. Since recently, Addis Ababa is hosting several international and regional conferences that attracted thousands of visitors, including prominent figures. Today's agenda program will focus on political and economic significance of such prestigious conferences.
Situated on a very favorable geostrategic location on the Horn of Africa and at the center of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa enjoys a very favorable climatic condition and weather setup that is almost close to room temperature, making it ideal for conferences and tourist conferences that have been conducted in the country in the past, and more recently in the last couple of months. On the other hand, Addis Ababa is developing a very thriving hospitality industry in which modern hotels that cater to visitors are being constructed and developed, enabling it to magnetize a lot of tourists and casual visitors, as well as those who participate on conferences that are conducted in Addis Ababa. Over the last couple of months, more than 10 global and regional conferences have been conducted in Addis Ababa because of the reasons that I have just mentioned.
Okay.
On the other hand, as you have mentioned earlier, Addis Ababa is a city that hosts the United Nations Economic Commission and, of course, the African Union. So that makes Addis Ababa a hub of global and regional conferences and center of tourism, which is gradually and steadily growing ever and ever.
And actually at a global level, it is acronymed as MICE, M-I-C-E, which stands for meetings, incentives, conference, and exhibitions. Just only one of the four, which is exhibition, contributes to about more than 300 billion USD annually at a global level. So within this, the MICE plays a very crucial role to the global economy, which Ethiopia is part of, and has a very multiple opportunities and exponential place in Africa to play such kind of industry of the tourism. And not only is it crucial in its economic terms, it attracts thousands of delegates, which are innovators, politicians, and so on. Ethiopia has many things to offer to the world be it historical, be it continental level of being an epicenter of the Pan-Africanism and African unity, and having been the cradle of mankind, it has many things to offer. And it has actually built and boosted its tourism and hospitality sector over the years. Especially over the last 6 years, the government has given great priority to the tourism sector and has enhanced the capital city of Ethiopia, which is particularly, as you have explained, the political and diplomatic hub of Africa. It has enhanced its aesthetic value, its structure, to fit the international standards and to make it very comfortable for its residents, including the diplomatic community. So in all this, Ethiopia has been doing many things to exploit the tourism, which is the meetings, the conference, incentives, and exhibitions. And the last couple of about 10 and more than that, which were regional, international, even last week, the CAF, which brought international, the CAF president and the FIFA president, even Guterres has attended the renovated Africa inauguration. So Ethiopia has a lot of things to offer and even to benefit from the MIC, I think.
As I've mentioned earlier, the fact that there is a thriving conference tourism in Ethiopia has increased the visibility, rootedness, and positioning of Ethiopia into the African region. But still, there is more to be desired. In the context of public-private partnership, there is still the need to further improve the logistics services for the promotion of conference tourism and upgrading the level of hospitality and also modernizing the digital and IT services that are already available in the city. And on the other hand, I think it's very important to also focus on the coordination and networking among stakeholders here and abroad, particularly those ministries, commissions, and government organizations, so that they would work together to enhance, develop, and make the sector more profitable and more visible in the eyes of the international community.
Thank you.
The current situation shows that there are more activities that are going on, and yet all the stakeholders that are involved in this process are expected to do their part in enhancing and developing the tourist sector in the country, and more particularly the contrast tourism.
One thing that I cannot stress enough is that conference tourism sector is one part of the tourism sector, which thousands of attendees come to our country, and in that situation, Ethiopia can benefit a lot, can promote its tourism, can promote its what is going on with the governmental activities, and the private sector can unleash too many exponential things that can benefit and contribute to the national economic growth. However, in such a way, I can say that there are a lot of the things that has been undergoing, especially in Addis. Actually, many people might not know what Addis Ababa means. Addis Ababa literally means a blossoming flower. And the government has been undertaking massive investment to befit its name, just to look like a blossoming flower. And some of the things to mention are the corridor development and many of the enhancing the pedestrian pavements and even scaling up the city. And with this regard, I think there has to be a very concerted effort among the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Tourism Minister, which they are doing currently. But it has to be scaled up, I think, because I assume we're not benefiting the way we should. There is an encouraging move so far, but we have to scale it up. And within that too, they have to at least even take part in bringing about the private sector, which is the engine, the gear of all that. And actually for this, in the next coming couple of months, we'll be hosting about the African Union Heads of States Assembly. So we have to use this kind of venues and platforms to at least promote what Ethiopia is doing towards enhancing its economic contribution to the continent and to scale up its benefit from the tourism. So I think this is the thing that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Tourism Minister can do.
You have been watching the Wake Wrap. This is all we have for today. Thank you for your company. The presenter of the program, I am Johannes Lijalem. Take care of yourself and each other.